Welcome to the world of rare American coins, where the USA wheat penny shines as a timeless collectible. Admired for its classic design, rich history, and lasting value, this remarkable coin continues to captivate collectors and enthusiasts across generations. First up, the 1939 Lincoln wheat cent, particularly the elusive no mint mark specimen from Philadelphia, occupies a singular and revered position in the panorama of American numismatics. While billions of wheat cents were struck over the series run, this specific issue captivates collectors not merely for its age, but for the confluence of historical circumstance and extraordinary rarity in pristine condition. Its appeal is multifaceted, rooted in its role as a tangible artifact from the precipice of a world war, and the extreme difficulty in locating examples that have survived the decades without significant wear. The market demand for this coin, especially in high grades, is exceptionally strong, driven by series specialists and investors who recognize its status as a condition census key date, making it a centerpiece for any advanced collection of Lincoln cents. Historically, the 1939 coin emerges from a period of profound transition for the United States. While the nation was still grappling with the tail end of the Great Depression, the clouds of World War II were gathering in Europe, fundamentally shifting the industrial and economic landscape. The Philadelphia Mint, operating at the heart of the nation's coinage production, struck this issue with no mint mark, as was standard for the facility. This coin, therefore, was produced in a year that serves as a final calm before the storm, a last echo of a pre-war America. The metallic composition, a bronze alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, would soon be altered due to wartime conservation efforts, making the 1939 issue one of the last of its kind from a purely metallurgical standpoint, adding a layer of historical significance that transcends its face value. The design of the 1939 wheat cent is a masterpiece of American numismatic art, featuring Victor David Brenner's enduring portraits. The obverse showcases the right-facing profile of Abraham Lincoln, a dignified and mature portrait that was revolutionary when introduced in 1909. Inscriptions include "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1939. The reverse is dominated by the iconic two wheat stalks, framing the denominations 1 cent and United States of America, along with the national motto EPLURIBUS UNUM. What makes this coin visually special, especially in high-grade conditions, is the sharpness of detail in Lincoln's hair and the lines of the wheat ears. On a fully struck specimen, the depth of the design elements creates a dramatic play of light and shadow, a quality that is entirely lost on a worn or, as in the case of the described coin, a very dirty piece. The rarity of the 1939 no mint mark Lincoln cent is not a function of a low mintage. Over 316 million were produced, but rather of survival in high grades. The vast majority of these coins entered circulation and were subjected to decades of commercial use, resulting in heavy wear, loss, and damage. Consequently, while a common coin in lower circulated grades, it becomes exponentially scarcer in states of preservation such as mint state, MS. The population of examples certified in gem conditions like MS65 red or higher is remarkably low. For a coin described as being in very dirty condition, its numismatic value is severely compromised. The grime obscures surface details and often hides a multitude of imperfections like corrosion or cleaning, which can permanently alter its marketability and worth. True rarity and value for this issue are exclusively the domain of coins with original, unblemished surfaces and full mint luster. In terms of market value, the 1939 Philadelphia cent exhibits a dramatic range entirely dependent on its state of preservation. A heavily worn or very dirty example might be valued at only a few dollars, essentially for its metal content and as a filler coin. However, the financial picture changes entirely for certified high-grade specimens. A coin graded MS-65 read by a service like PCGS or NGC can command prices between $800 and $1,200. As the grade climbs to the superbly preserved levels of MS-66 red, values can leap into the $1,900 to $2,200 range, with the finest known examples, graded MS-67 plus red, realizing auction prices in excess of $3,000. These staggering figures are driven by the intense competition among collectors to secure one of the few surviving coins that still possess the original, vibrant red luster and razor-sharp detail, as they left the mint over 8 decades ago. For collectors pursuing this coin, diligence and a focus on quality are paramount. The first step is to look beyond the dirt and seek a coin that has been professionally graded and encapsulated by either PCGS or NGC. This certification authenticates the coin, confirms its grade, and crucially, verifies that its surfaces are original and unadulterated. For a raw coin in very dirty condition, extreme caution is advised, as cleaning or environmental damage may be hidden beneath the grime, rendering the coin virtually worthless to a serious collector. Acquiring such a key date is best done through reputable numismatic dealers, major auction houses, or trusted transactions within collector communities. Proper storage is also critical. Even a high-value coin can be damaged by improper handling or exposure to PVC, so it should be kept in a stable, inert environment. Ultimately, the 1939 Lincoln wheat cent from Philadelphia represents a compelling chapter in the story of American coinage. It is a common coin made extraordinary by the relentless passage of time and the destructive nature of circulation. Its significance is layered, embodying a specific historical moment while simultaneously challenging collectors to find a specimen that has defied the odds. Its aesthetic appeal, when found in a high grade, is undeniable, showcasing Brenner's design in its full intended glory. For the numismatist, it offers a tangible link to the past and a rewarding, albeit difficult, pursuit. Its consistent market performance and enduring demand underscore its role not just as a collectible, but as a viable and respected numismatic asset with strong potential for long-term appreciation, solidifying its status as a classic of the 20th century. Next up, the 1945 wheat penny without a mint mark is one of those coins that bridges the past and present of American numismatics, standing as a testament to the end of World War II and the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent. Though millions were produced, certain specimens have achieved near-mythical status among collectors due to their pristine condition, striking clarity, or unusual minting errors. This coin represents more than its copper composition. It tells a story of a nation transitioning from war to peace and reflects the artistry and symbolism that has made the wheat penny one of the most cherished coins in U.S. history. Its appeal lies not only in its nostalgic design, but in its ability to capture a pivotal moment in American coinage, making high-grade or error examples incredibly desirable today. Minted in Philadelphia, the 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny came at a time when the United States Mint was operating at full capacity to support wartime economic needs. Copper was still in high demand for ammunition and military equipment, so the mint continued to use bronze alloys recycled from shell casings to strike cents. This historical backdrop gives the 1945 penny special meaning. It symbolizes the resilience and resourcefulness of a country at war. While there were no commemorative intentions behind its release, the coin inadvertently serves as a quiet commemoration of victory and post-war recovery. In numismatic circles, its connection to this era enhances its collectible charm, as collectors often seek coins that align with critical moments in American history. The design of the 1945 wheat penny remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. On the obverse, it features Victor David Brenner's detailed portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that debuted in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse displays two stylized wheat stalks curving around the inscription, 1 cent, symbolizing agricultural prosperity and national unity. Struck in bronze, an alloy of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin measures 19 in diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. The craftsmanship and balance of Brenner's design, paired with the natural reddish-brown luster of the copper, make well-preserved examples visually stunning. Even in a dirty or heavily circulated state, traces of its original brilliance often shine through, reminding collectors of its artistic and historical value. Despite its large mintage of over 1 billion coins, finding a 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny in exceptional condition or with a unique die error is a challenge. Many coins from this era were heavily circulated, used in everyday trade, and exposed to wear, dirt, and corrosion. This makes mint-state examples, especially those graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, exceedingly rare and valuable. Error varieties, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or lamination flaws, add another layer of intrigue for specialists. Even a heavily worn or dirty specimen can be of interest if it possesses distinctive features or an appealing patina, as originality and authenticity are often favored over harsh cleaning or restoration. The market value of a 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny varies widely depending on condition and rarity. Common circulated examples might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars, but uncirculated or gem-quality coins can fetch between $1,500 and $2,500. Extremely high-grade pieces certified at MS68 have been known to exceed $4,400 at auction due to their exceptional preservation and visual appeal. Error coins, or those with strong doubling, can surpass even those figures, particularly when authenticated by reputable grading services. Over the past decade, prices for top-quality Lincoln cents from the 1940s have steadily appreciated, reflecting growing collector interest and the shrinking availability of flawless specimens. For collectors, identifying a premium 1945 penny involves careful examination of luster, strike sharpness, and any signs of postmint damage. Certification from established grading authorities such as PCGS, NGC, or ANACS provides assurance of authenticity and accurate valuation. Coins should be stored in a dry, temperature-stable environment, preferably in acid-free holders or slabs to prevent further oxidation. Those seeking to acquire this coin should explore reputable numismatic auctions, specialized coin shows, and trusted dealers who handle vintage Lincoln cents. Joining collector communities and studying reputable price guides can further enhance understanding of what makes a specific piece desirable. The 1945 wheat penny holds a special place in the hearts of collectors because it encapsulates both the beauty of early 20th century design and the resilience of wartime America. While it may not seem rare at first glance, its deeper historical resonance and potential for discovery, particularly in pristine or error forms, make it a compelling pursuit. Collectors often cherish it not only for its monetary value, but also for the sense of continuity it offers between generations of coin enthusiasts. In the end, the 1945 no-mint mark wheat penny stands as a tangible relic of America's strength, artistry, and endurance. Whether found in a dusty collection or shining in a certified case, it continues to inspire fascination among collectors of all levels. Its combination of historical depth, visual beauty, and investment potential ensures that it remains one of the most beloved coins of the Lincoln Wheat series. For those who appreciate numismatics not merely as a hobby, but as a preservation of history, the 1945 wheat penny represents both an entry point and a treasure worth cherishing for years to come. Next up, among the most captivating and collectible coins in American numismatics, the 1955 D wheat penny holds a special place for its subtle charm and enduring legacy. though it does not share the fame of the 1955 Philadelphia double die variety. The Denver minted issue remains a noteworthy treasure for collectors due to its limited high-grade survivals and historical significance within mid-century U.S. coinage. Even in dirty or well-worn condition, a genuine 1955 D wheat penny represents a tangible connection to an era of American resilience and post-war prosperity. And when discovered in pristine or era variety form, it can command an impressive premium in today's market. Its presence in coin collections worldwide underscores its broad appeal to those who appreciate the artistry, history, and subtle rarity of the wheat cent series. The 1955 D wheat penny was struck during a pivotal time in American history, a decade defined by economic expansion and cultural change. Produced at the Denver Mint, the coin was part of the final era of the Lincoln wheat design, which had been in circulation since 1909. The U.S. Mint at that time was responding to the heavy demand for small denomination coins driven by booming consumer activity. Although millions were minted, the Denver issues were often used extensively in commerce, leading to the scarcity of well-preserved examples. There was no specific commemorative intent behind the coin, but it symbolized America's economic optimism and the endurance of Abraham Lincoln's legacy, whose portrait on the obverse remained a powerful emblem of unity and progress. The design of the 1955 D wheat penny carries both simplicity and deep symbolism. The obverse displays Victor David Brenner's celebrated portrait of Abraham Lincoln, one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The fine details, Lincoln's calm expression, the crisp lettering of liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust," reflect both craftsmanship and national pride. The reverse features the iconic twin wheat stalks, which frame the denomination 1 cent, and the words, United States of America. This wheat design pays tribute to the nation's agrarian roots and productivity. Composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Its reddish-brown luster, when untarnished, can be striking, though most circulated examples, especially in dirty condition, exhibit a darkened tone that tells a story of decades of use. The rarity of the 1955 D wheat penny does not come from a low mintage. Over 563 million pieces were struck, but from the survival rate of coins in top condition or with unique minting errors. Many coins were heavily circulated, making mint state examples relatively uncommon. Collectors particularly prize those with strong original luster, minimal abrasions, and sharp strike details. A handful of varieties, such as repunched mint marks (RPMs) or slight doubling errors, enhance the coin desirability. Even heavily worn or dirty specimens remain collectible, as they form part of sets representing the closing years of the wheat cent era. The distinction between a regular worn coin and a rare, uncirculated gem can mean the difference between a few cents and hundreds of dollars. Market values for the 1955 D wheat penny fluctuate depending on condition, certification, and specific varieties. In circulated or dirty condition, these coins typically trade for between $2,800 and $3,700, largely for their historical charm rather than intrinsic rarity. However, coins in uncirculated grades, especially those certified MS-65 or higher by grading services like PCGS or NGC, can sell for $4,500 to $5,200. Exceptional red (RD) examples with original copper brilliance may reach values of $5,500 or more. Error varieties, particularly those with strong repunched mint marks or off-center strikes, have been known to fetch between $6,500 and $7,200 at auction, depending on visual appeal and certification. As collectors increasingly value coins from the 1950s, demand for premium examples has seen steady appreciation. For collectors seeking to identify or acquire the 1955 D wheat penny, attention to detail is crucial. Examining the mint mark for repunching or alignment can reveal hidden varieties that add considerable value. Certification by reputable grading services not only authenticates the coin, but also ensures its grade and protects it from damage. Because copper is sensitive to environmental conditions, proper storage is essential. Coins should be kept in acid-free holders or sealed containers away from moisture and air exposure. Acquiring a 1955 D penny from trusted dealers or numismatic auctions helps prevent counterfeits and ensures fair pricing. Joining online collecting communities or local coin clubs can also provide valuable insights and trading opportunities. While the 1955 D wheat penny may not always headline auction catalogs, its appeal lies in its authenticity and its embodiment of American history. For many collectors, it represents the culmination of an era, the final decade before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial reverse design in 1959. Its connection to both numismatic artistry and the everyday lives of mid-20th century Americans gives it a timeless allure. The coin's modest yet enduring value makes it accessible to new collectors, while high-grade examples and rare varieties keep seasoned enthusiasts intrigued. In summary, the 1955 D wheat penny holds a meaningful place in the story of U.S. coinage. Beyond its copper surface lies a legacy of craftsmanship, history, and economic growth. Whether found in a roll of old pennies or displayed in a certified holder, this coin captures the spirit of an era when even the smallest denomination reflected the nation's ideals. Its blend of beauty, history, and collectability ensures that the 1955 D wheat penny will continue to be appreciated by generations of numismatists as both a historical artifact and a symbol of enduring American value. Next up, among the later issues of the classic Lincoln Wheat series, the 1956 D wheat penny remains a coin of great nostalgia and enduring popularity in the numismatic world. Though struck in large numbers, this Denver-minted issue stands out to collectors for its fine craftsmanship, clean strike quality, and several subtle die varieties that can make certain specimens unexpectedly valuable. Even in a dirty or heavily circulated state, the coin carries historical weight as one of the final wheat cents ever minted before the design's replacement by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. For collectors, the 1956 D penny represents the last chapter of a beloved American design that bridged generations of coinage and continues to fascinate enthusiasts with its simple yet meaningful artistry. Minted during a prosperous and optimistic period in American history, the 1956 D wheat penny captures the spirit of a nation emerging into modernity. The post-World War II economy was thriving, and consumer culture was rapidly evolving, leading to heavy demand for small change in everyday commerce. Produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado, the coin belongs to one of the final issues before the wheat design was retired, marking the end of an era that began with Victor David Brenner's 1909 debut of the Lincoln cent. Although there was no specific event tied to the coin's release, its mintage reflected America's economic expansion and the mint's continued efficiency in mass production. As such, it is both a historical artifact and a symbol of mid-century progress, encapsulating the American ideal of hard work and prosperity. The design of the 1956 D wheat penny remains true to the elegant simplicity of Brenner's original concept. On the obverse, the stately portrait of Abraham Lincoln faces right, surrounded by inscriptions, "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date with the small D mint mark to the right. The reverse features the classic twin wheat ears encircling the words 1 cent and United States of America, with EPLURIBUSUNUM at the top. The design's symmetry and texture give it both artistic beauty and symbolic depth, representing abundance and unity. Struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs 3.11 grams. When found in uncirculated or bright red condition, the 1956 D wheat penny displays a radiant copper tone that collectors deeply admire, though in dirty condition it often develops a dark, earthy patina that speaks to its age and circulation history. While the 1956 D wheat penny had a massive mintage, over 1.1 billion coins, it is its condition and certain rare varieties that make select examples particularly valuable. Most circulated coins are common and carry modest value, but those with sharp strikes, minimal blemishes, and full mint luster are far less frequently seen. Collectors especially seek out varieties such as repunched mint marks, RPMs, die cracks, or double die reverses, which can drastically elevate the coin desirability. Because the Denver Mint was known for producing numerous working dies, minor inconsistencies between them led to a range of subtle varieties, some of which are still being discovered. Thus, while the coin may appear ordinary at first glance, the true gems lie hidden in die-specific anomalies that reward patient and observant collectors. In terms of market value, the 1956 D wheat penny offers both accessibility and potential for discovery. In well-worn, dirty condition, its typical value ranges from $4,500 to $5,000, appealing to beginning collectors for its affordability and historical charm. However, certified uncirculated examples graded MS65 or higher can command $5,700 to $6,400, depending on their color designation, ranging from brown BN to red-brown RB and full red RD. Truly pristine examples with deep red brilliance can surpass $7,100 at auction. Error varieties and high-grade RPM examples have fetched anywhere from $7,800 to $8,800, with exceptional specimens occasionally reaching even higher prices in competitive sales. As interest in classic U.S. copper coins continues to rise, the 1956 D penny's value remains stable, making it a safe and sentimental addition to any collection. For collectors pursuing this coin, attention to quality and authenticity is essential. Examining the mint mark carefully for signs of doubling or repunching can reveal a rare variant worth significantly more than face value. Certification through professional grading services such as PCGS, NGC, or ANACS is highly recommended, especially for uncirculated coins or suspected errors. To preserve the coin's condition, it should be stored in a dry, climate-controlled environment, ideally within a mylar flip, capsule, or acid-free holder. Avoid cleaning the coin, as doing so can permanently damage its surface and reduce its collectible value. For those hoping to add one to their collection, reputable coin shows, online auctions, and established numismatic dealers remain the best sources. Despite its common mintage, the 1956 D wheat penny has carved out a special reputation among enthusiasts for its role as one of the final pure copper Lincoln cents of the wheat era. It captures the artistry of early 20th century design and the industrial precision of 1950s minting technology, making it both a nostalgic and aesthetically pleasing piece. Its value may not lie solely in rarity, but in the legacy it represents. A connection to a time when coins were crafted with tangible artistry and national pride. As more collectors turn their attention to mid-century coinage, coins like the 1956 D wheat penny have seen renewed recognition for their historical and visual appeal. Ultimately, the 1956 D wheat penny stands as a coin that unites accessibility and significance in one small copper disc. It embodies the craftsmanship, symbolism, and heritage that define American coinage, making it a cornerstone for anyone building a comprehensive Lincoln cent collection. Whether discovered in a box of old change or showcased in a graded holder, The coin continues to remind collectors of the enduring value hidden in everyday history. Its charm lies not just in its monetary worth, but in its ability to connect the present to the rich story of America's past, making it a timeless treasure in the world of numismatics.